mobile workbench. Let's see what happens when I do this. That's insane. Okay, I'm loving this Turbo Can business. Wow. With all right, so in this video, I'm going to be painting the hood of this car using the Turbo Can, which I've not used before, and it's supposed to come out at a much faster rate, and it's supposed to have a 10-inch spray. And so the problem with traditional paint cans is they have about a 2 or 3 inch stream, and so when you're painting large surfaces, it's impossible to get to not have streaks. So with this, they boast that you can get a professional finish streak free, with a large surface. So that's what I'm going to shoot for, and we're going to find out if that's true or not. I think it probably will be. A lot of times I've done as a hobby for over 30 years, I've tinkered with cars and painted and bondoed and all that stuff. And there's a few times where I've done a true backyard project like this, and I've used the spray cans, and the problem isn't necessarily the paint itself, it's the stream, and the rate at which the paint comes out is not enough to avoid streaking. In my opinion, the real important part is the clear coat, which at the end of this video I'll show the clear coat that I'm using. It's out of a can, but it has a built-in hardener that you release. And so anyway, we're going to take a look at this. I'm going to spray one coat just to kind of cover everything, and then a second coat I'm going to spray, and then each new stream I'm going to do a 50% coverage so that it's smooth, hopefully streak free, and then possibly a third coat, and then after that dries I'll do a couple coats of the clear coat that I was talking about. And if you're curious, I do have a video out there where I took this hood, which was just a rusting mess. It had so much rust and pits in it, and I took it down, I bondoed it and all that, and I'll put a link in the description below of that video if you're curious to see that. But this video, I'm pretty much just concentrating on the Turbo Can. I've never used one before, and we're going to try it out on the hood of this car and see how well it does. I'm super excited to give this a go. And quick disclaimer, this is not a how-to. This is for entertainment value only. I'm in a well-ventilated area, obviously, my backyard, and I'll be using my respirator. So again, this is not a how-to. This is for entertainment value only. Having said that, I'm going to get started. Also, I want to say, so the hood of the car, now I'm going to clean it. I'm going to sand it with 600 grit, and then I'm going to wipe it down with rubbing alcohol. Now, all right, so here I am wiping this down with some rubbing alcohol, and you can see, now it's important to not use water. You want the alcohol to pick up all the debris, and then it dries straight away. So that's why I'm using rubbing alcohol to wipe this down. Okay, so I've wiped it down with rubbing alcohol just to get all the debris off there in a lint-free towel. And you might be thinking, well, wait a minute, is there a chance that you might get a little bit of nature in with your paint? Yes, there's a very good chance that happens. I just leave it, and that's the way it is. That's part of the backyard paint job, but it's better than, if you saw my previous video, it's better than it just rusting away like it was. Okay, so here's the spray of a regular can. So you can kind of see the stream that it makes. So it's hard to paint a large surface without getting streaks because the stream is so small. So let's take a look at the Turbo Can. Okay, so here we got the Turbo Can. and let's see how it does. Oh my dear Lord. Wow. No wonder the can is so big. This comes out at a fast rate. Okay, so this makes all the difference in the world. So I'm going to be spraying at a 50% coverage, and I'm going to do this just to, I'm going to stair step it just so you see what I'm going to be doing on the hood in case it doesn't get captured. But look at the difference. This is traditional paint, and that's the Turbo Can. Wow. That Turbo Can. I'm not being sponsored by Rust-Oleum by any means, but this is the first time I've used Turbo Can, and my God, that's amazing. That is massive. Here's my mobile workbench. Let's see what happens when I do this. That's insane. Okay, I'm loving this Turbo Can business. Wow, wow. With my professional hardener and clear coat that I'm going to be putting on, I think this is going to look pretty top-notch game. And I know some of you might work in a professional shop and maybe you're laughing at me right now. I don't know. This is my backyard project, and that's the way it is. All right. Okay, so I know it looks a little streaky, but that's just, I knew that would happen. That's just the first coat. I wanted it thin. I just wanted good coverage. And so the second coat is really the key, what we're going to come down to here. Okay, so here it is after 3 coats, and I am very happy with it. It is not as good as going to a spray booth and using a professional gun, and hey, I knew it wouldn't be, okay? But for a backyard project and coming out of a spray can, good Lord, I am just really pleased with this. I can see a little bit, and I'm trying to show, I'm getting some weird things with the reflection of the sun here, but I can see where it's a little streaky here and there, but I think maybe I'll give it one more coat. But you get the idea, and I'm just really happy with it. Again, this is a backyard project. I know many of you probably watching this and work in a professional shop or have access or resources to take everything to a professional, and I know I can hear my critics laughing at me now, but this is a backyard project. I've never claimed it to be anything more than that. And it's a low budget project. My Corvette and Camaro, I spend more money on, blah, 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 but this, just really happy with it all in all. I mean, it's, yeah, it definitely does not look like a professional. However, it also does not look like it came out of a spray can. You would not, you think, well, the paint is flawed, but I don't see where It looks like a spray can, in my opinion. So anyway, I hope this is informative to people. I'm just trying to share information freely, and hope it helps everybody else out there in YouTube land. But again, it's for entertainment only. It's not a how-to. Okay, so this is the clear coat that I was talking about. I'm not going to record spraying this on, but I sprayed on the same way I did the paint. And here's its information. Okay, this is, it's a little different than traditional cans. You take the lid off, and you see there's another puncture thing down here, and you put this on the lid and you push it down. That releases the hardener, okay, into the can. So there's a hardener down here that gets released and it mixes, and that's the difference between this and some of the other sprays. This is a real heavy duty. In my opinion, it really comes down to your hardener, your clear coat, to protect that paint and give it that final shine and protection that a person might want. So that's what I am choosing to use right here. Okay. Hey, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And as always, have a great day.